Hi there. Today I want to make a video, and I would not say a short video because sometimes I just open with, oh, I want to make a short video. I have no idea because the idea forms as I talk about it. I only have a headline, and the headline of this video is there a right or wrong way to spin and to spin flax? And this headline came to me during the last few days because I'm researching for a university lecture I'm invited to give on flax, and we do a three-day course on flax, and the students will learn how to spin it and how to hackle it and how to use it, and yeah, so the full Monty. And I was very, very hesitant at first to accept this invitation because I thought I'm just not good enough to teach this craft. And the woman who was inviting me kept urging me to please come and please do this. So I decided, yeah, well, I will do it, and I will do it my way, and I will show them my way of flax spinning. And so this is good enough. And while thinking about that, I realized that very often this is a thought that a lot of spinners have, and that I've read in the Facebook group of Bertha's Flax a lot. And this is like, I'm not a very good flax spinner, or I'm no flax spinner, and I fear I cannot do this material justice, and I would not want to start with this flax unless I'm a good spinner. So obviously a lot of us have this this headline and idea that there is a good or bad or right or wrong way of doing this. And I realized that both is true. It is true that there are different ways of doing it right, but there is next to no way of doing it completely wrong. When I talk to my flax people, these older, mainly women around here, about the flax spinning, I get the feeling that they never think or thought about this kind of thing. Like, they never thought about, is this right or is this wrong, or is there a better way? They learned how to do it from their mothers or grandmothers, and their only idea, their only goal was to spin as much yarn as possible during the winter time, to have enough flax canvas in spring and summer for the farm work, because this was the main reason why they spun flax. I mean, of course they did also spin it for bed sheets and curtains and tablecloth, but like the 90% of all the flax they spun was for farm purposes. So for this purpose, the yarn had to be rather chunky, because the weaver should not weave endlessly for one big canvas. It had to be durable, so it should not break while weaving. And so that was mainly it. So they didn't think about spinning as much as we do today. They just did it. And when I asked Bertha, not the real Bertha, but another Bertha who donated or sold flax to me, how she did it, she would say, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Yeah, what was your technique to dress the D-stuff, for instance?" And she looked very confused and said, "Yeah, we opened the strick, we gave it a good shake, and then we put it on the D-stuff." And I said, "Yeah, but how?" And she said, "We just put it there. I mean, we used the ribbon, we made a knot, and then we crisscrossed it, and that was it." So there was no fanning going on with this very nicely and evenly distributed fibers. There was no specialty stuff. It was mainly a stick, and it was perfect for her purpose, so she never thought about anything else. That doesn't mean that her way of doing this is less valuable than making a very nicely dressy stuff. On the other hand, it's also completely okay to invest a lot of time in this stuff dressing and to produce another kind of yarn when you dress it very carefully. So both ways of preparing the flax are okay, they are correct, they are what they should be. So there is no wrong way to do this. Maybe there's one wrong way to do it, if you do it and it just simply does not work. So if you do it and you cannot produce thread, then it is wrong. But that's the only way where you could do something really wrong. What I want to tell everybody who wants to hear it is, don't be too afraid about this right or wrong thing. There are as many ways to dress this stuff as there are spinners out there. There are as many ways to spin flax or other fibers as there are spinners out there. Some of you prefer very, very fine yarns. Some of you love the chunky quality of yarns. Some want to weave an almost sheer curtain. Others want to do this really characterful, heavy canvases that I see so much when I go and visit my farmers. So again, that there is no right or wrong. There is only the purpose behind it that gives you the way you spin. So whatever you want to achieve, you have to spin finely or not as fine. Your D-stuff has to be dressed in different ways. So don't be afraid of doing anything wrong. Just start and start spinning. And I would not be sitting here spinning flax, which is again my personal way of doing it, and it's my personal way of doing it today. Maybe in 2 years or 3 years I will watch this video and think, oh my god, what did you do with your hands? But that's in 3 years, and at the moment that's my way of doing it, and I'm happy with it for now. So yeah, I try to be not as judgmental about my own spinning as I was before. And saying this, I also want to stress that of course there are people out there, and among you there are many excellent spinners that can handle flax fibers in a way that I at the moment can not even dream of. So that does not mean that I want to lessen this ability to spin a very, very high quality kind of yarn. And I really hope that in not too far a future we will have a Berta's Flax spinning course where some of our experts will show us their method of making yarn and share with us their little secrets about how to get it more flexible, how to get it softer, how to make just beautiful yarn. So again, it's their way, it's their truth, and I admire that, and I want to learn their way. But any other way is right as well. As I said, it has to be a thread, and it has to fulfill a certain purpose. I'm not quite sure if you really get what I want to say, because it's kind of hard in English, even though I feel quite comfortable talking to you in English. Some some colors, some nuances, some words are just hard for me to translate into a foreign language. My last comment on this topic, and that's I think the most important thing I wanted to bring across, is just try it, just do it. Don't be judgmental about your own abilities. Learn, but in order to learn, you have to find your way of spinning. You have to find a very unique way of drafting, and even if it looks almost exactly like the person you learned it from, your hand will be maybe different. Maybe your little finger will do something different. So it's your kind of spinning, and you have to find your comfortable way of spinning flax or any other fiber too. And I think it's a woman's thing a lot, that we tend to say, oh yeah, I know how to do it, but I'm not perfect, and as long as I'm not perfect, I have to change something till I'm perfect. And that's just not the way I see it. I mean, if you want to be spinning lace making thread, you probably have to spin a little longer and a little more often than somebody who said, oh, I don't care, I just want to have nice flax linen yarn to do my weaving project. But again, both of you are right. Just do it. Take your strick, find different ways of dressing your distaff, find your way you like best, and then just go for it. And keep learning, but don't stress about it too much, otherwise the fun in spinning and the fun in seeing how your bobbin fills up with beautiful yarn that has a story, it will just disappear if you just don't do it. I hope you have fun spinning, and yeah, tell me what you think about my blah blah here, what you think about my idea or my thoughts on right or wrong ways of spinning. And yeah, take care. Bye.